Hello everyone, this is the third episode of post-internship interview. I am going to talk about patience. Sorry, there's a truck in front of me with stupid antenna, like a stupid long antenna that really distracted me. But patience kind of goes into everything in life, actually, from learning something to that's not much, learning something to actually doing something. Because my internship, it's basically designing things, because in CAD, not like sketching and stuff. I can't really do that. I'm not that much of an artist, but CAD based type stuff, where in my engineering class, which my internship replaced, in my engineering class, I was the top one in my class, but there was a morning and afternoon class. So the morning class, you got me and then about 12 other students. I was pretty much the best one. And then in the afternoon, you got two, I'm pretty sure, which one of them is internship at the same place I am, but just in the afternoon, which also replaced his engineering class. But I got into CAD because I saw hobbyists using that, specifically Onshape, using CAD to design the things, and I was like, I want to do that. I want to learn how to do it. I tried to do it myself, kind of got frustrated and be like, I kind of don't want to do this anymore. But going into that engineering class, watched a video on just one simple part, and then I'm able to actually design more things, because right now I'm designing like a jack for a nut welder, because the nut welder itself has too much play in it, but kind of doing that once pressure is being applied to it, and that pressure is flexing. It's called a knee. The knee, kind of pressing that down. Of course, my hand's over exaggerated, but pressing that knee down and causing that to flex, which for a part, I don't know, about that big, and then just another about that big with the protrusions. So it's not spot welding, it's like projected welding. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Projected welding. And then I think it was like 30,000 amps get pushed into that one piece, and then these little protrusions off of that nut that has the most resistance, so it'll not arc, but that flexing could make an arc. So I'm designing like a jack type system that goes around some sensors, so it'll be able to press against the jack and not have the knee flex. So patience kind of helped me learn how to do everything. I mean, also CAD, you need to build up skill for that, but another thing for patience, stoplights. I mean, all across America, stoplight, especially in the city, in big cities like New York, Pennsylvania. Those are real bad because of stoplights, which I've seen multiple, like, not traffic engineers, but like roadway designers, I guess, say that New York City and just city type blocks would cause gridlock because of the way they're designed. But then you got Europe, which almost is roundabout central. But I don't know about that. I've never been to Europe. But you have more roundabouts in Europe than what you normally do in America, the US. Actually, no, I'm going to throw in Canada and Mexico. Because I'm not sure about Mexico, but Canada is kind of like almost the inverse of America, just colder. Not inverse, but kind of like a sort of a copy of what the US is. I just realized I said kind of a copy of America, well, of the US for Canada. And that copy also copied the stoplights. Now, if Canadians are watching this, you can tell me that I'm wrong, but from what I know, Canada also has a bunch of stoplights. Now, if you saw me last episode, I honked at somebody and then I was like, oh crap, they probably stalled. That was, I don't want to say, I don't want to brag, but it's kind of good for me because I was like, oh, because I knew that something was wrong, because it was an older Camry or Corolla, one of those two, so it probably had a manual transmission, so probably stalled it. And I was yapping my mouth to the camera and probably didn't hear the starter going. Another thing about patience is food. Sometimes I have too much patience because ordering the sandwich, there was only one person working the whole thing, so she was going back and forth between the sandwich line and the toaster because there was a guy behind me. And that, I was like, so whenever it came to extras, I asked for lettuce, and she said, what else? Lettuce. Sorry, my fault. Because I just want to give at least an opportunity if they move that needle. Give an opportunity where she's able to hear my whole list of extra toppings. So I was like, lettuce. And I was like, oh wait, she wants more. So I was like, lettuce, bell pepper, onion. And I'm pretty sure that's all the toppings I got. I mean, having patience is amazing, but at the same time, you could be too nice with patience. And kind of slow things down. Because, I mean, I've also been where I was like, come on, let's do this, come on, let's go, come on, let's hurry up, let's go. I've done that a bunch of times. Am I proud of it? Sort of, depending on what it is. If it's like getting people to move from one place to another, like band practice, watching band practice, it's like, alright, let's go, come on, let's go, come on, go to the field. But at the same time, I'm kind of quiet. And I'm not an officer. So I don't really have that authority to do that. The way my band director does it is like, you got the drum majors, then band captain, then lieutenants, which I think we have 2. Then the section leaders. Then I think a librarian. I think this year we had a librarian. But I'm not a drum captain, because that's the position I wanted to go for, but my good friend got it. Not really mad, because I'm a senior this year. The way my band director does dinners, it goes from oldest to youngest, and then the ranking officials. So I was like, hey, whatever, I get to eat first, because there's only, well, of course, ladies, men, and then age. But so it's like senior ladies, senior guys, senior juniors, and then down the line until you get to the offices, and then my band directors and drum instructors. The instructors eat next. That's another thing with music. You also have to have patience for music as well. Because there's times where I'm like, why couldn't I get this? This is simple. But I could have been. But also, it's kind of like skill building as well, because my sophomore year, it was kind of like a jazz show, connected everything, so songs about connection. In the opener, we had a simple boom, 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 boom. Just simple like walking bass line. And for some reason, we weren't able to play it, because it was double time. Honestly, I don't remember the music, but it was like double time, 160, something like that. Actually, no, it's just 160, not double time. Boom, 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 boom. Or eighth notes. I think it was both, eighth notes and quarter notes. Just real simple. Like for me, I have trouble with upbeats, so because I love downbeats. I was basically for 2 years once in a 5 bass line, once in a used to be 5 then 4 bass line, because somebody quit in the middle of it, had to rewrite the music. It was bad. But normally I was like boom 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 boom, but actually no, for a 5 bass line, bass 3 is normally boom 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 boom, but with 4 bass line, bass 3 is normally boom, hold on, boom 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 boom, like that. So we had a part that year with the 4 bass line, but it was originally 5/4 5/4. Well, 2/1 2/1 2/1 2/1, a run down, and then 5/4 5/4 5/4. But then it had to be changed to 5/3 5/3 5/3 because we kept the bass player who quit was bass 4. So I had to pretty much pick up the bass 4 parts, and then also have the runs change from just all the way down to all the way back up to all the way down to 3 and then back up to 1. But I mean, it was nothing really much, and then this previous year I marched tenor, and then during warm-ups I got mad and said some stuff that probably shouldn't have said to us specifically. My instructor was like, "Now, was that necessary? Did that help you?" I was like, no. But the thing is, it kind of helped me because I was like, just letting out anger because I kept messing up one part. But hey, I guess that's it for this episode.